Hello world, today's July 8th, 2024. My name is ChilleDeCastro. I'm a journalist. I've been wrongfully locked up in the Clark County Detention Center for the past 4 months. I was charged with obstruction for filming a police officer in his official duties after a kangaroo court led by the dishonorable Ann Zimmerman. She convicted me and put me in jail for 6 months. I've served 4 months of those 6 months so far. Now, on July 10th, is my appeal hearing, finally, and it's in front of a new judge. Hopefully it's the Honorable Michelle Levitt, and that'll happen in Las Vegas, Nevada. So if you're anywhere in the area, please come on by. I think the court starts at 9 a.m., and if they don't let you in, get the name of the bailiff, because as you know, if you know anything about this channel, Team DLZ, I file lots of lawsuits, and I'm telling you what I'm going to do. I'm going to sue the judge, I'm going to sue the prosecutor, and I've already sued the cop, but I'm going to sue them. And so if they don't let you in the courtroom at 9 a.m. on July 10th, you get the name of the bailiff. My courtroom, I guarantee you, I'll be the first case. So if you want to hear the hearing, it'll probably start sharp at 9 a.m. on July 10th in Las Vegas, Nevada. And I think I'm not going to miss. I'll put the address on my community tab. So for Team DLZ faithful, and thank you guys for your support as I've been locked in this horrifically bad place. This is kind of a moment of let's see what happens, right? Because we've seen so far that in courtrooms around America that the judges do whatever they want. They don't follow the rule of law. They don't follow a principled standard. The judges do whatever they want. And a lot of these judges are involved with rehabilitation clinics where they own the clinics and then they send people to the other judge's rehabilitation clinic. We saw that. We've seen all kinds of things that happen in these courtrooms. We saw in Arizona where I showed video evidence that I didn't break the law, and the judge still ruled that the cop said that I did, so she convicted me of making an illegal U-turn. So let's see what happens. This is going to be interesting. Am I excited? I am excited because in the Perry Mason world, one case against another case, we filed an appeal about 7 weeks ago. Then the district attorney filed a response to that appeal, and we filed a reply to their reply. And in the Perry Mason world, or in the chess world of tit for tat, checkers, step, 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 we have beaten them. We have clearly proven our case that Wilson versus First Judicial District of Nevada shows that we have proven our case. Now, I mean, I would be really, honestly, in my perspective, we should win this case, and I should be walking out of this jail on July 11th with the case overturned on appeal, conviction overturned on appeal, because the Wilson case clearly says that obstruction is a physical act where I stop the cop from doing his job by physically obstructing him, stopping him from being able to do it. Now, if you watch the video, I say, go get in your car, little doggy, and write your ticket. Then the copper, Bork, he gets enraged and sends the driver away and decides he wants to arrest me for telling him to do his job. The second part of NRS 192.190 or 190.192. Anyway, the important part of it is it says that you have to have the intent to hinder, delay, or obstruct the copper from doing his job. Well, as you know, I'm a First Amendment auditor. I've filmed hundreds of cops in over 30 states in America. My job is never to hinder, delay, or obstruct. My job is to get the shot and to film the cop doing his job in his official duties. The camera being there often will save the person from a ticket because the copper doesn't want to be sit there and be filmed. He doesn't want that. He doesn't want to be filmed. And so he'll often just end the stop when there's a cameraman there. And it also stops the cop from going ballistically crazy and attacking the driver in their car. And we've seen that on how many hundreds of thousands of videos. So it's not like it's an anomaly. It's not like we're all in shock that there's police brutality. We've seen it time and time and time again. We have to eventually get criminal statutes for cops. Instead of calling it wrongdoing, there needs to be criminal statutes. There needs to be criminal statutes for prosecutors who wrongfully prosecute people. There needs to be criminal statutes for judges who wrongfully convict and put people in jail. We need to create criminal statutes so that the rule of law applies to everybody and everything. As you guys will see over the next couple of years, there will be a constitutional amendment to hold the president accountable if he breaks the law. No man or woman should be above the law. Look, if you're a sovereign citizen or you believe in volunteerism or anarchism, God bless you. I believe in the rule of law. the exact same law written in Jean-Jacques Rousseau's social contract. Now, unfortunately for you and for me, whether you're an anarchist or a volunteerist, we are not living under rule of law. We're living under a tyrannical police state, prison state, death state. I've looked back now over the past 160 days as I've been locked in this dungeon, and now I'm 48 hours away from the appeal. Finally, we get to see if there's actually going to be justice in America. And this is what the Honorable Michelle Leavitt has to take a look at. The Nevada State Supreme Court just ruled on this just now. It was in February 8th of 2024. The Nevada State Supreme Court said that in the Wilson case, that the district court where Michelle Leavitt is currently right now in Las Vegas, the same place will be having that hearing on July 10th. The Nevada State Supreme Court said the district court didn't have the benefit of our view, of our opinion, that obstruction is a physical act, that the person has to physically obstruct the copper from doing his job to charge a citizen with obstruction, or the citizen has to willingly hinder, delay, or obstruct. So now, if Michelle Leavitt rules against me, because I don't know Michelle Leavitt, she may be the most honorable, upstanding, good judge, one of the few in America, and you know what? Let's give her the benefit of the doubt and let's say that she is. But if she rules against me and it goes up to the Nevada State Supreme Court, the 7 judges on the Nevada State Supreme Court are going to look at it and say, didn't we just do Wilson in February of 2024? Didn't we just say that obstruction is a physical act? They even give an example. If you were to go and block the path of the copper, then you're obstruction. But I didn't do that. I literally told him, go get in your car, little doggy, and write your ticket. You Neanderthal? I mean, just straight up. That's what I told him to do. Now, I can use words that are both provocative and challenging, and this comes straight from the 1987 case of Houston versus Hill. Where is that case? Where can you find that case? It's in your trifold, and it's on your cop card. The most ironic part about going to court on July 10th for this appeal is that the cases the district attorney submitted they're the cases on my trifolds and cop cards that uphold my right to film cops. And my attorney, Chris Orem, pointed out, comically, it is the state who's creating their own arbitrary, capricious ideals of what obstruction is. So, you know, this is going to be interesting. We're going to really see if there's justice. And, you know, let's play it out. If the Honorable Michelle Leavitt rules against me, then we go to the Nevada State Supreme Court next. Because I've hired this attorney, Chris Orem, all the way until the case is appealed. And he's already set up for the Nevada State Supreme Court. So if Michelle Leavitt rules against me on Friday, then it goes to the Nevada State Supreme Court. For the second time, the Nevada State Supreme Court, we've heard the same thing about obstruction in the same year. In my mind, if justice is real, and we're going by stare decisis means the case that we're heard before it that set the precedent. I should be walking out of this dungeon on July 11th, 2024, because it takes the jail 24 hours to process you out. After people come back here and they're released on their own recognizance or they get bail, it takes at least 12 to 24 hours, sometimes longer, before they get out of this dungeon. So, I guess what I would say is, for the guards who have come in this room where I've been put by men with guns and tasers and sticks and forced to stay in here, for the men and women who have come in this room and been jail guards and have treated me decently and have been normal people who aren't power-tripping, I'll leave it as that. For those people who have come in and acted humanely and treated us like we're all human beings, I'm super grateful. And that's about half the guards in here. About half these guys have come in here and they're doing a job. It is what it is. The system is what the system is. It needs to be changed. But for those of you, and I'm not going to mention names because I'm doing a book after this, and that's all I'm going to say about that. But for those guys and women who have come in here and done that and treated me decently, I'm super grateful. I mean, I have to say that, because there have been people who have been fair and decent and even joked with us and had a good time with us. And for all my jailhouse buddies, man, what's up, Playboy? I hope I'm getting out of here on July 10th. I really hope I'm getting out of here on July 10th because, there's quite a few people in this dungeon, if you could imagine, who don't belong in here. Can you imagine that? Can you just try? I know that people, they think of jail and they go, oh, all those people in there are bad people. Could you imagine that there's people in here who don't belong in here, that shouldn't have been arrested, that are good people? Could you just imagine that for a moment? I'm one of them. I haven't broken the law. I've done nothing wrong. I filmed a copper, and that dishonorable, biased, unprincipled Ann Zimmerman put me in this dungeon. Because she could. I believe in my heart it was a Seventh Amendment violation, which I should have openly protested to a trial by a bench judge or magistrate without a jury. I should have openly protested. And when I get out of here, I'm going to see if I can sue on the grounds of my Seventh Amendment being violated where I didn't get a jury trial. Because if you can put me in jail, then I need a jury. I need a jury. Because the jury would have said, hold on a minute, let us see the video, because it shows that he stepped back when the officer asked him to step back. That's what it will show. And then the DA, unprincipled, she watched the video. She knows I stepped back. The video and still shots of the video show that I stepped back. So, I gotta step back from the fire a little bit. I can feel the heat. But I'm ready to get the flock out of here. Are you guys ready for me to get the flock out of here? I am so ready to get out of this dungeon. I'm unhealthy right now. I've been eating nothing but trash and garbage. My blood pressure was absolutely crazy. I'm talking my blood pressure was crazy. I thought I was going to stroke out and die. And then it started to drop over this past week or so. But it was like 200 over 110 at one point. That was the highest reading I had, and then I got it down to 190, then 180, then 175, 160, and now today I'm all the way down to 141 over 100. So it's getting better. But for those of you who have written me, who have put money on my books, money on my phone, sent me letters in the mail, for those of you who have supported me and continue to come back to the channel to listen to my updates and watch my videos, don't be afraid to put on a playlist and binge watch. We need the views. We're so far down. But listen, I want to say thank you. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. You being there has made all the difference in the world for me. I really appreciate it. All right, listen, this is going to cut me off, so I got to get the flock out of here. And hopefully on July 10th, I'm getting the flock out of here. I'll see you guys on the next one. Later, Gators.